I want to start with a story about a young woman named Emily. She was an aspiring artist, passionate and full of life, who faced a series of rejections that would have discouraged anyone. Each gallery she approached turned her down, critiquing her style as too unconventional. But instead of giving up, Emily took these rejections as signposts for growth. She refined her technique, evolved her style, and most importantly, she kept painting. Today, Emily's works are displayed in some of the very galleries that once rejected her, and she's a celebrated innovator in her field. I share this story because it mirrors the experiences of so many of us. It's about not just the struggle or the failure, but the refusal to give up. It's about perseverance. Today we're here to talk about that, about never giving up even when the odds seem stacked against us. Whether you're an artist like Emily, a startup founder, a stay-at-home parent, or a student, we all face moments that test our resolve. So how do we keep going? How do we turn our biggest challenges into our greatest opportunities? Over the next hour, I'll share with you not only why it's essential never to give up, but also how you can maintain this resilience daily. We'll explore practical strategies, learn from stories of those who have mastered this art, and engage in exercises that help solidify these principles in our own lives. Let's start by asking ourselves a simple question. What is one goal you feel passionate about, but have considered giving up on? Hold that thought as we explore how shifting your mindset can not only revive your passion, but also propel you toward achieving your goal. We'll discuss how to identify the hidden strengths in your challenges and how to harness them to your advantage. We will learn, we will reflect, and most importantly, we will grow, even if there are obstacles. Remember, every moment of perseverance is another step towards your success. Let's embrace these moments together and turn our trials into victories. In my own journey, and in the journeys of countless others I've encountered, adversity has proven to be not just a barrier, but a gateway to deeper understanding and greater achievement. Take, for example, the story of Michael, a middle-aged man who found himself out of work, a scenario many might find familiar. The industry he had dedicated his life to was changing rapidly, and his skills seemed obsolete. Faced with financial pressure and dwindling self-esteem, Michael could have surrendered to despair. Instead, he chose to view his job loss as an opportunity to reinvent himself. He returned to school, learned new technologies, and eventually started his own company based on the gaps he saw in the market. Today, Michael is more successful than he ever was in his previous career, and he credits his initial failure as the catalyst for his success. Now let's reflect on our own lives with a thought-provoking question. What has been your biggest challenge and how has it shaped you? Each of us has faced moments that tested our resilience and pushed us to our limits. Think about that challenge. Did it not, in some way, contribute to who you are today? Challenges should not be seen as roadblocks, but as opportunities for development. They push us out of our comfort zones, force us to grow, and teach us valuable lessons about ourselves and the world around us. When we face difficulties, we're presented with a choice, to step back or to step up, and it's in making the choice to step up that we find our true potential. Consider another example, Lisa, the single mother balancing work and parenting. Her challenge was not just to provide for her family, but to be present for her children in a meaningful way. This dual demand tested her daily, often stretching her thin. However, Lisa used her circumstances as a powerful motivator to become more efficient and focused, skills that significantly enhanced her career when she later transitioned to a managerial role. Her ability to manage time and prioritize, honed through her personal challenges, made her a standout employee. These stories underscore a fundamental truth. Our greatest trials often lead to our greatest triumphs. As you think about the obstacles you've encountered, ask yourself, how have they made you stronger? What have you learned from them that you now use as strengths? They change their perspective on challenges. Instead of seeing them as insurmountable obstacles, see them as molds that can shape you into a stronger, more resilient person. The mindset with which you approach these obstacles can make all the difference. It is not about avoiding challenges, but about embracing them, learning from them, and using them to push yourself forward. Let's not dread the difficulties we might face. Instead, let's approach them with confidence and a readiness to learn and adapt. Remember, it's in the moments of overcoming adversity that we often find our true capabilities. Embrace these opportunities, for they are your stepping stones to personal growth and success. Let's walk this path together, supporting each other in our endeavors to turn trials into triumphs. Imagine for a moment your brain as a garden. The thoughts you plant in it, the attention you give them that can either flourish into beautiful flowers or overrun it as weeds. Our reality, much like this garden, is often a reflection of what goes on inside our minds. Your thoughts, the continuous inner narrative, directly shape your perception of the world and, by extension, your experiences. Now, let's consider how this applies to everyday life. If you wake up each morning with dread, expecting stress, you are likely to find exactly that. However, if you begin your day with gratitude, anticipating positive interactions, you'll often notice more positivity around you. This isn't merely wishful thinking. It's about setting a tone for how you interact with your surroundings. Our mindset acts like a lens through which we view the world. One powerful tool to foster a resilient mindset is mental rehearsal. This technique involves visualizing a desired outcome in your mind, immersing yourself in the feeling of that outcome, and practicing it mentally. Athletes use this strategy to enhance their physical performance, but the same principle can be applied to any area of life. By mentally rehearsing successful scenarios, whether they involve navigating a tough conversation or giving a flawless presentation, you begin to wire your brain to enact these in reality. Another essential tool is visualization. Visualization is not just about seeing an outcome, but emotionally connecting to the experience as if it has already happened. This process not only prepares you mentally, but aligns your emotional state to act confidently in achieving those visualized scenarios. So I ask you, how can changing your thoughts change your life? By cultivating positive thoughts, you condition your mind to recognize and seize opportunities. You transform obstacles into stepping stones towards success. Every positive thought plants a seed for a positive experience. Let's delve deeper with a real-life example. Consider the case of Sarah, who struggled with public speaking due to deep-seated anxiety. Her fear was so intense that it stifled her ability to express her insights, impacting her professional growth. Sarah started practicing mental rehearsal before every presentation. She envisioned herself speaking confidently, her audience engaged and responsive. Over time, these mental rehearsals transformed her anxiety into excitement, drastically improving her public speaking skills and consequently her career trajectory. Now let's practice this together for a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and visualize one goal you want to achieve. Picture yourself accomplishing it. Feel the joy of your success. Hear the congratulations from peers. Taste the sweetness of victory. Let this feeling soak into every fiber of your being. Now open your eyes. You've just aligned your mental state to your goal, a significant first step toward achieving it. By continuously practicing mental rehearsal and visualization, you not only enhance your ability to achieve your goals, but also strengthen your mental resilience. Each time you engage in this practice, you're building mental pathways that make the envisioned scenarios easier to actualize. It's like building a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Shifting your mindset isn't just about thinking differently, but about fundamentally transforming how you interact with and influence your reality. Each thought you choose is like a brushstroke in the painting of your life. Choose colors that brighten, that uplift. Choose thoughts that empower and inspire. Remember this? The power of your mind is immense, and when directed positively, it can and will be the catalyst for profound change in your life. Let's harness this power together, creating realities that uplift not only ourselves, but also those around us. Remember, a resilient mindset is not a gift bestowed upon a lucky few. It is an attainable state through conscious effort and practice. Let's commit to this practice today and every day, powerful techniques that can unlock our inner strength and resilience. One of the most effective tools we have is our breath. The breath, a meditation technique I often teach, is not just about inhaling and exhaling. It's about using the breath to connect to your present moment, to calm your mind, and to center your being. Now, another technique called changing boxes. This practice involves visualizing placing your problems or stressors into a box and then mentally transforming that box into something positive or releasing it altogether. It's a metaphorical process that helps you compartmentalize and manage stress effectively. These techniques are not just exercises. They are transformative processes that train your brain to handle life's inevitable challenges with more grace and less stress. By practicing these regularly, you're not just relaxing for a moment. You're building lasting resilience and willpower. Let's now experience the breath together. I invite you to sit comfortably in your chair, place your feet flat on the floor and your hands in your lap. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling your stomach expand, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Let's do this 3 times. With each breath, feel yourself becoming more relaxed and more present. As you continue to breathe deeply, visualize your challenges shrinking down into small, manageable boxes. See yourself arranging these boxes on a shelf, acknowledging them but not being overwhelmed by them. Feel the power you have to organize and control how you interact with these challenges. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine sending a wave of peace and clarity over those boxes. Now gently bring your focus back to the room. Open your eyes when you're ready. How do you feel? This simple yet profound technique of the breath has begun to teach your body and mind to respond differently to stress. The regular practice of these techniques can significantly impact your life. Imagine doing what we just did once a day, every day. Over time, you would notice a profound shift in how you respond to stress, how you handle adversity, and how you perceive challenges. They won't disappear, but your capacity to manage them will grow immensely. Make these practices a part of your daily routine. Just as we nourish our bodies with food and water, our minds need nourishment. Nourishment that comes from calmness, focus, and resilience. As you incorporate these practices into your life, observe the changes that unfold. How does your day-to-day stress level change? How does your reaction to big challenges change? These techniques are more than just coping mechanisms. They are pathways to a stronger, more resilient self. They equip you with the mental and emotional tools to face whatever life throws your way with a calm and steady heart. Remember, resilience is not about never facing challenges. It's about moving through them with greater ease and confidence. Consider the sense of calm and control you've achieved through just a few minutes of focused breathing and visualization. That power is always within you. Accessing it is a matter of practice, determination, and belief in your own strength. Let me share with you some extraordinary stories of resilience that highlight the incredible capacity of human beings to overcome adversity. These narratives are not just tales of survival, but of thriving in the face of challenges, and they serve as powerful reminders of our own potential to persevere. Consider the story of James, a young man diagnosed with a severe neurological disorder in his early 20s. The diagnosis came as a shock, and the road ahead was daunting. Most people would have succumbed to despair, but James chose a different path. He dedicated himself to understanding his condition, working with specialists, and exploring holistic health approaches. Over the years, not only did he manage to stabilize his condition, but he also became a source of inspiration and support for others facing similar challenges. James never gave up on himself, and today he's a celebrated speaker and advocate for neurological health. Now reflect on this story. How does it resonate with your own experiences? James's journey teaches us that resilience is often forged in the crucible of unexpected challenges. His story is a testament to the power of persistence and belief in one's ability to change the course of their life. Let's also consider Maya, a woman who faced unimaginable losses when she lost her family in a tragic accident. The grief was immense, a mountain that seemed insurmountable. Yet Maya found in herself a strength she never knew she had. She channeled her pain into helping others, founding a nonprofit that supports families dealing with loss. Through helping others, she found a way to heal herself. Maya's resilience transformed her grief into an ongoing legacy of compassion and support. These stories are not just inspiring. They're mirrors reflecting our own potential. Each one of us has faced difficulties, some perhaps as severe as James's or as heartbreaking as Maya's. Think about your own moments of resilience. What challenges have you faced? And how have you overcome them? I now invite you to think about someone in your life who embodies the spirit of never giving up. Who comes to mind and why? Perhaps it's a parent who worked tirelessly to provide for their family, a friend who battled illness with grace and determination, or a mentor who faced barriers with unwavering courage. Sharing these examples is not just about recognizing others' resilience, but about understanding that within each of us lies the same potential. These stories help us see that the spirit of never giving up isn't confined to extraordinary individuals. It's a part of all of us waiting to be called upon. Let's carry these stories with us, not just as tales of what others have achieved, but as beacons for what we too can accomplish. Whenever you face a challenge that seems too big, too overwhelming, remember James, remember Maya, and remember the person you thought of just now. Let their strength inspire you to access your own. Accept the challenges we face, not as endpoints, but as stepping stones on our journey of growth and change. Let's continue to learn from each other, support each other, and never give up on our ability or our potential to change our lives and the world around us. Life, as we all know, is not a smooth journey. There are twists and turns and sometimes outright setbacks. Today, let's talk about how to recognize these setbacks for what they are, and more importantly, how to overcome them with strategies that empower us. Firstly, understanding the nature of setbacks is crucial. A setback can be anything that interferes with your progress, be it a job loss, a failed project, or a personal loss. It's easy to see these setbacks as permanent and pervasive. However, the truth is they are often temporary and specific. Recognizing this is the first step in transforming our approach to facing them. Now, let's discuss practical strategies to deal with these setbacks. One powerful technique is cognitive reframing. This means changing the way we perceive a negative event. It's not about denying the setback, but about viewing it in a more empowering context. For example, instead of seeing a job loss as a failure, can we reframe it as an opportunity to pursue a path more aligned with our passions or to learn new skills? Emotional awareness is another crucial strategy. Often, our emotions can cloud our judgment and exacerbate our reactions to setbacks. By becoming more aware of our emotions and acknowledging them without judgment, we can maintain clarity and prevent overwhelming feelings from dictating our actions. Here's a reflective question for all of us. What setback have you turned into a setup for a comeback? Think about this. Each of you likely has a story where what seemed like a defeat at the moment turned into a foundation for success in hindsight. Sharing such experiences not only boosts our own confidence, but also inspires others. For instance, I once coached a young entrepreneur named Lisa, who started her own business, which failed within the first year. Devastated and burdened by debt, Lisa felt like giving up. However, through cognitive reframing, she began to see this failure as a rich learning experience. She took what she learned, started over with a new approach, and her second venture was a tremendous success. Lisa's story is a testament to the power of perspective. Another practical approach is the practice of mindfulness. Being present in the moment allows us to handle setbacks more calmly, effectively. When we are mindful, we are better positioned to respond to challenges rather than react out of emotion. Let's also talk about the importance of support systems. Reaching out to friends, family, or even a professional can provide us with fresh perspectives and the emotional support needed to navigate tough times. Never underestimate the power of a supportive word or a listening ear. Moreover, developing resilience is not an overnight process. It requires practice and patience. Just as athletes train regularly to perform at their best, we too can train our minds and emotions to handle life's challenges. Incorporate techniques such as visualization, where you picture yourself overcoming obstacles to boost your mental resilience. I want to remind each of you that setbacks are not the end of the road, but rather bends in the road that lead to new paths, perhaps paths toward greater successes. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and ultimately become stronger. Take with you the strategies we've discussed. Practice cognitive restructuring, be more emotionally aware, engage in mindfulness, and lean on your support networks. Remember Lisa's story and ask yourself how you can turn your own setbacks into setups for comebacks. Let's commit to facing challenges with courage and turning our trials into triumphs. Maintaining long-term motivation and commitment towards our goals is one of the most challenging aspects of personal growth and development. It requires not only initial enthusiasm, but also sustained action and the resilience to overcome inevitable obstacles. One of the most effective ways to sustain motivation is to set clear and meaningful goals. It's not just about deciding what you want to achieve. It's also about understanding why it's important to you. This why becomes your anchor, helping to keep you motivated even when the going gets tough. A goal without a sense of purpose is like a boat without a rudder, drifting aimlessly and susceptible to the whims of the ocean. Once you have set your goals, the next step is to keep the flame of your motivation burning bright. One way to do this is to create a supportive environment that aligns with your objectives. This could be as simple as organizing your workspace to reduce distractions or surrounding yourself with people who inspire and encourage you. Environment profoundly influences behavior. By crafting an environment conducive to your goals, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Developing habits that support your goals is crucial. Habits are the building blocks of our lives. They can either propel us towards our dreams or pull us away from them. For instance, if your goal is to become healthier, habits such as meal prepping on Sundays or scheduling regular workouts are foundational practices that support this aim. Over time, these habits become second nature, reducing the mental effort needed to make choices that align with your goals. Let's not forget the power of regular reflection and adjustment. It's essential to periodically assess your progress and make adjustments as needed. This could mean setting new mini goals, tweaking your strategies, or even changing your environment. The key is to remain flexible and responsive to what your journey requires at different stages. Now, I'd like you to think about a goal you feel deeply about, something that resonates with your core values and excites you when you think about achieving it. Hold this goal in your mind. Let me share a story about Maria, a former student of mine who dreamed of starting her own business. Her initial excitement waned as she faced the realities of entrepreneurship. However, by setting clear, incremental goals, such as completing a business plan, seeking funding, and launching a marketing campaign, she kept her motivation alive. She also joined a local entrepreneurs network, which provided her with the community support and resources she needed. Today, her business is not only thriving, but she also mentors young entrepreneurs starting their journeys. Reflecting on Maria's story, think about how you can apply similar strategies to maintain your motivation. What habits can you develop that will bring you closer to your goal each day? Who are the people that can support and uplift you on your path? Ask yourself, what is one goal that I will commit to starting today? Let this goal be something that truly matters to you, something that will make you get up in the morning with enthusiasm and determination. Write it down, make a plan, and take the first step today. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let's carry the stories, the strategies, and the inspiration we've shared into our everyday lives. Let's commit to our goals not just with our words, but with our actions. And let's support each other in achieving these dreams. For together, we are unstoppable. Let's reflect on what we've explored today. We began by understanding the importance of perseverance through stories of those who turn challenges into stepping stones. We discussed the transformative power of mindset and how our thoughts can shape our reality, empowering us to face any adversity. We then delved into practical techniques such as the breath and changing boxes, which help build resilience and willpower through focused practice. We heard inspiring stories of individuals like James and Maya, who exemplified never giving up and used their setbacks as setups for remarkable comebacks. And importantly, we discussed sustaining motivation and the significance of setting clear, meaningful goals. We examined how creating supportive environments and establishing positive habits can keep us committed to our long-term ambitions. We shared stories like Maria's, who found success and fulfillment by persistently working towards her dreams, adapting her approach, and embracing community support. Carry these insights and tools into your everyday life. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to strengthen your commitment to your goals and strengthen the resilience within you. Every moment of perseverance, no matter how small, is a victory against the odds. Let this gathering be a turning point, a moment where you decided not just to dream, but to act. Hold on to the energy and inspiration you felt today. Use it to fuel your journey forward, and remember, you are not alone in this. We're all connected in our struggles and our triumphs. So I leave you with one final question. A question that I hope will guide your actions as you leave here today. What is the first step you will take today towards never giving up? Maybe it's writing down your goal. Perhaps it's reaching out for help, or it could be simply taking a moment to breathe and commit to perseverance. Whatever your step is, make it with conviction. Know that with each step, you're not just moving closer to your goals, but also becoming a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. Thank you for your trust, your openness, and your commitment. Let's keep moving forward together, never giving up on ourselves or our potential to create change.